It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where we'll get a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. All that and more coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game, because it actually affects the crowd as well? That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
Love, they go play action now. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now 2nd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this will be a Packers first down as good running gets him to about the 44. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Once again, it's Jacobs shedding the tackle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They will run the draw with Jacobs. Oh, he sheds himself free. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. 46 yards for Josh Jacobs. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Anders Carlson now for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a second down throw for Love here. And his pass incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there is no way that ball was going to be caught.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Complete once again to Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, Love to pass. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Love now. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Don't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mahomes now on first down. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
First down, going to the air with Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Again, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Musgrave's got it outright. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Second down, Love. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well. And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our... We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they'll get him down to 27. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button. Not scored. They're facing this big deficit, and if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half, but we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, for incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're on the stop with Leo Chanel.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put that.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 61 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Carlson on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
2nd down and 3. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Dancing to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
14.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, going to the air with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Watson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a third down and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chiefs 14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Mahomes now on first down. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion,
sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.